What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a minute since I've done one of this, so I wanted to start a new series as as regular as I can. It's sort of like mini podcast sessions with me and my buddy. This time we're gonna have this is our official first episode. We're talking some Star Wars things, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like this series, and I hope to see you on the next one. Make sure you leave a comment, tell us what you think about our opinions, and take care.
Yeah, it's kind of like a good example is freaking Star Wars when it first came out, dude. That world alone was captivating. People wanted so much more.
Yeah.
The whole first 3 movies put together, those movies were like iconic.
And not only that, bro, it's like when you go back to the old Republic, there's so many stories and tales that you can tell. Just from that era alone.
Yeah, no, that's why George Lucas wanted it to live forever, because you can still make stories from that.
Oh,
like, Mandalorian.
So many.
At least the Mandalorian first like 2 seasons were like perfect for like that. Like it showed the same world, different stories, different characters.
It doesn't necessarily all have to be about the Force.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off when she said, I am whatever her name is, Skywalker. I'm like, shut up.
No,
dude.
that's not how the Force works. It's all about balance. It's not about you taking the mantle of the chosen one.
Taking the name that you want. No, you're a Palpatine. Be a Palpatine and show the world that you could be a good Palpatine.
Exactly.
Maybe a bad Skywalker comes along, or maybe a no Skywalker. Maybe another different person comes along, and they're bad. You know,
let the family name die.
Yeah. Maybe it's the Wrens, the Wrens of the world now.
Yeah, the Knights of Ren. That they could have, like, that right there. They didn't expand on that universe alone. Not even universe. That particular cult, the Knights of Ren. That's why Kylo. That's where his name come from. Kylo Ren.
Yeah. See, they could have easily went shit with that. And make it the actual badass that he could have been.
Exactly.
That's why I don't give him all the credit, because it's like, dude, he basically piggybacked off of, Darth Vader with the whole kind of look. And it wasn't like, he wasn't original. It wasn't his own. Like, I don't know. It was very weird to me.
Yeah.
And it felt all of it together. Like all 3 of the last installments felt so rushed, and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
The director left midway through the second one, so they had to redo the second one, and the second one kind of tried to undo what the first one did, and then the third one tried to remake everything all over again. It's like, no.
But that alone right there, now that I think about it, because imagine this: the Sith, the Jedi, and the Knights of Ren. Ooh, that right there would have been a whole new story.
And you have Mandalorians as well.
Exactly.
Like, there's all different types of people all different types of factions that could have been introduced to these movies and kept them alive.
Yeah, bro.
Forever. This could have been kept alive forever. It's just dying out now because Disney I don't know what they're doing, man. It's very, very.
And it's fine. You want to kill Kylo Ren, kill him, but leave somebody else to take the mantle of the leader of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
And that's it. That right there would have been a whole. You know how many? Heck, we made 6 movies off of the Sith alone. Imagine the Knights of Ren.
I almost got all 3 of them. Yeah, dude.
Imagine the Knights of Ren. Like, you could have done so much with the Knights of Ren. It's like a lot of people didn't know that his name was Kylo Ren because of he's the leader of the Knights of Ren. Like there's a group like the Sith and the Jedi. No, I mean, a lot of people thought that his name was Kylo Ren because he named himself Kylo, last name Ren. No, it's because
Nah, that's his Sith name.
yeah.
That is not his real name. Is something
Ben Solo.
something Solo.
Ben Solo.
Ben Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Sith. A lot of Sith lords, their names start with Darth, like Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious.
Yep.
Same thing with the Rens. Instead,
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku. And even Count Dooku had a Darth name. I don't remember the name, but
Yeah, because Count Dooku was his Jedi name.
yeah. And also his title, because he was actually a count.
He was a count.
He was a count, but I don't know. They just.
He looks like Count Dracula in real life.
But I don't know, man. The Knights of Ren right there, that would have been a whole storyline right there.
Oh, killer. Would have been killer. That would have been something you would want to watch. And it would have been like them fighting people, and then also them in between them also fighting, because it could have been like who wanted to be top dog, who wanted to be this.
Yeah.
And Kylo had to show himself. Kylo has to really show himself apart from, you know, being Han Solo's kid, which nobody should know. You know what I mean? Like, he should have kept that under wraps. Nobody should know that, and it wouldn't even matter to them, because at the end of the day, they're like, if you're evil, you're evil. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're on our side. And they would have freaking accepted him if he just went through the ranks, in the badass that he became. You know what I mean? But we didn't see none of that badassery growing up, and I don't know, like it didn't have the same effect. Like, remember when Darth Vader first came out in the movie?
Yeah.
In the first movie, and he just storms through, and like you just see that mayhem happen, but you don't see it happen.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
that was menacing. That just showed us, like, dude, this guy means business. You know?
Exactly. And the fact that they didn't
we
make
didn't have that same feeling with Kylo.
no, the fact that they didn't make him, they made him weak to the point where, like, this girl, actually not even Ray, the pilot Poe, he actually couldn't even extract the information easily out of him. It's like, come on, man. Trying to get into his mind. Bro, Darth Vader, when he wanted something, he choked you, literally.
He got what he wanted. Yeah, he got what he wanted, dude.
The man was like,
yeah, they
choked
neutered
you.
the guy. That's what it happened. They neutered him.
And the thing with Vader was that people were afraid of Darth Vader. They created this mystery around him. This like cruel guy that, you know, he would kill you just for breathing around him.
Yeah, just by breathing around him. You breathe the wrong way.
No,
you chewed the wrong way.
Exactly, but no, they made Kylo Ren a guy. He was the leader of the Knights of Ren, and he was weak.
He was emotional.
Emotional.
He was way too emotional.
I mean, he had daddy issues.
And
so.
not to get me wrong, because like Darth Vader is emotional, but in the moment that we meet him, he's already lost all that emotion. He's not the.
Exactly.
He's not Anakin anymore.
No.
Like, he doesn't have any part of Anakin really in him. And that's the thing with Kylo, is like when we meet him, he's still not like, he's not Kylo. Like he's not a Darth. He's not a Sith. He doesn't feel like he's completely there yet, because he's still on the fence. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
It's just
he makes his mind up. Nobody makes his mind up. He makes his mind up to be the good guy. You know.
And he was just a kid pretending to be Darth Vader. Like, what's with the helmet?
1000%.
You know?
1000%. He didn't need the helmet. The helmet wasn't helping him do anything.
No. I mean, Darth Vader wore a helmet because he needed to wear a helmet. He didn't need to be or look menacing.
He needed the helmet, and also the helmet was designed for him by Palpatine. All of that, the whole suit was designed by Palpatine. To keep him weaker than he really was, because he was very powerful and he couldn't control him. If that suit wasn't on him, Palpatine wouldn't even have stood a chance when he would fight.
Exactly. Which is why Obi-Wan beat him so many times again. And even then, Darth Vader
in the show,
in the show, in the end, Darth Vader, he was the most powerful Jedi. I don't want to say Sith Lord, but he was the most powerful Jedi. Period. But he was
Yeah.
he was young, he was naive, he was emotional, and Palpatine used that.
1000%. But that's when he was Anakin. After he
He
became
killed,
Darth
yeah, he
Vader, he
killed
found
Anakin.
out that his wife was gone. He killed Anakin. Everything was dead. A new life was told. You know what I mean? So that's why it made it so powerful. Because like you see that this guy is relentless. This guy, just 6 foot tall dude. He's in a meeting with his peoples, and they say something wrong, chokes him to death. Like, that's powerful,
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
They showed power with that, with those scenes, and like I don't know, Kylo Ren just didn't have it the same thing. They could have built up to it, you know what I mean? Like they
Exactly.
could have showed us, like the movie with him training with Luke would have been such a better movie than what we got. Which that could have been in part one. They could have showed in part one. This is all right. Just listen to me out real quick. All right. So the movie starts basically with Luke training this kid, and this kid is basically Kylo Ren, but without the mask and all that.
Yeah.
And we see him, blah 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 blah. The Sith Kylo Ren we see later with the mask. We never see his face, so we don't know that it is Adam Driver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
We never knew that it's him. And while he's getting trained by Luke in the beginning, we never see him as Kylo when we see him in those scenes with Rey.
Yeah.
And then you reveal after Rey, almost beats the shit out of him, which that I want to change that completely.
Bro,
Like, that shouldn't
not
have been it
even
at all.
Rey. Finn, a former stormtrooper. The dude picked up a lightsaber and beat the life out of Kylo Ren. That right there tells you that this kid,
I forgot that's how it happened.
Bro.
That is when it should have happened in the second movie. In the beginning, like right at the beginning of the second movie, it could have happened where Finn beats the shit out of him, and the mask falls halfway off, and you see that it's the kid that Luke has been training this whole time, and that storyline is still going on. So
Yeah.
that storyline hasn't finished. Oh, it would have been so perfect.
it would have
dude.
been so perfect. And that's I don't know. That's how I would have wanted the new Star Wars movies to come out. And here's I would have wanted it. I would have preferred Luke to like rebuild the Jedi Order. That whole Luke exile thing, that was just so.
That was a slap in the face, dude. That
It
was
was
such a slap
lazy
in the
writing.
face.
It was lazy writing.
Oh, such a slap in the face. I hated it so
I would have
much.
wanted him to rebuild the Jedi Order, and Kylo Ren, like when he left, he built the Knights of Ren. But it would have been even better if he would have made it on his own, like not without Snoke or Snoke or Palpatine for that matter.
Yeah.
Like the dude
And you could've-
became vicious, and he became so evil that people feared him, and he created this whole cult around him, which is the Knights of Ren. That would have been better for me.
Yeah, and he created it behind Snoke's back, behind
Palpatine.
behind Snoke. Not only Palpatine was Snoke. Yeah.
First of all, Palpatine shouldn't
behind-
even be in the picture. That's one thing.
They should have. Yeah, they should have not put him back
No.
in. But at the end of the day, he could have built up his own death though behind the back of Luke and behind the back of Snoke, and played both sides, and the story could have played all like he was getting trained by Luke in the good side, and also getting trained by Palpatine on the bad side.
Kind of like Count
And
Dooku
then he
did.
became the ultimate. Yeah, and then he became the ultimate Jedi, where he knows from both sides and can bring people back to life and all
Yeah.
that. And that's where he actually becomes good and sees that Rey should have been fighting somebody else. Like Snoke should have been an actual real character, not just a Palpatine.
Yeah, like a Palpatine.
He should have been a real
yeah.
character, and he should have been fighting Rey. And at the end of it all, that's when people like
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, yeah. Then that's when he comes out of nowhere and he says like, I've been training my own knights, and I'm gonna mold the world in my own making.
Yeah.
And neither the Jedi, neither the Sith is gonna rule over this world. It has to be in balance, and that's real. That's the true
Yeah, I like
fucking-
that. I like that,
would've
man.
been-
That right there. And then the third movie is where it's where the like another galaxy or galactic war starts between the
then he
Jedi and the
becomes-
Knights of Ren.
Yeah,
Bro, that would have
dude.
been a perfect movie, man.
Cause then the Jedi, not only can they become the bad guys, but they're the ones that kind of all along were like not always on the right. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
they
it's
covered it.
always
They covered it.
yeah. Cause there's a lot of video. I've seen a lot of videos on that where the Jedi can come sometimes kind of be seen as the bad guys.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know, man. That would have been the perfect
Yo, this
Star
guy was hiding
Wars.
here the entire
That
time.
would have.
He didn't see me.
Yeah, I saw him in the radar. That would have been right there, the perfect Star Wars
Dude,
franchise right there.
That's crazy, man. That they could have gone with that forever. That would have been another 6 movies.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Uh-huh.
Another 6 movies where you're building up your roster of Jedis for the Jedi Order with Luke.
But
And then another roster
for the
of Palpatine's
yeah,
guys, Jedi
but now
getting up Sith.
instead of the Sith,
It would've been a
it would have
triple
been
threat.
it would have been the Knights of Ren. I would have
No.
gotten rid of the Sith.
I would have still
Yeah.
I would have still have the Sith, and then the Knights of Ren would have been something else. It would have been a 3-way battle. It would have been a 3-way
Like a
battle with 3
free-for-all
different
kind of thing.
ideologies. Yeah, like 3 different ideologies, and then we have spies. You don't know which one is which.
Yeah.
Those all it would have been little movies in between the big movies
Mm-hmm.
about the spy stuff going on, like Rogue One. Rogue One was such a good movie.
Yeah, Rogue
dude.
One was a good movie. Yeah.
That's what George Lucas wanted for this. He wanted those little movies in between that showed what happened in between all these battles. What happened on Andor before all this stuff happened. Like, oh, dude, there's so much stuff they could have went through.
That would have been a Star Wars cinematic universe right there.
Oh yeah, 1000%. And they have like a cinematic universe because of course it's like they have the Mandalorian that ties
Yeah.
into it. They have a cinematic, I would say cinematic universe because the TV shows they're made like movies, dude. Like hands down. Like you could say
Yeah.
stories suck after a while, but hands down the visuals and the way that they do it, bro, amazing. It's amazing. They're almost billion-dollar shows, bro. That's why.
Yeah, that's the Star Wars universe I would have wanted.